Top 10 Best Coffee Beans of 2026. Life is too short for bad coffee. When a cup tastes burnt, bitter, or dull, the problem rarely lies with the machine. The issue almost always starts with the beans. Today, we are revealing the top 10 coffee beans of 2026 and how to brew each one properly. Coffee has changed more in the past few years than many people notice. Prices have climbed, shelves look different, and familiar flavors do not always taste the same. Inflation has forced growers and roasters to make tougher decisions that affect both cost and quality. Weather shifts in Brazil and Vietnam have altered harvest cycles and changed how beans develop on the tree. Some regions now produce coffee that tastes brighter, while others lean deeper and heavier. Add newer roasting equipment that controls heat more precisely, and the coffee world looks nothing like it did even a short time ago. This list exists because of those changes. Every coffee mentioned here has been brewed, tasted, and compared in real kitchens, not test labs. Each pick serves a clear role, whether that means value, strength, balance, or distinct flavor. Beginners will feel comfortable following along, and experienced drinkers will still find practical insight. Nothing appears here by accident. Each bean earns its place. Before choosing a single bag, a few rules matter more than brand names or price tags. Ignoring them can turn even excellent coffee into a disappointing cup. Freshness comes first, though it includes a detail many people miss. Coffee bags often show an expiration date, yet the date that matters most reads roasted on. Beans taste best when brewed 2 to 4 weeks after roasting. Coffee needs time to rest because it releases trapped gas during the first days. Brewing too soon leads to sharp, sour flavors with a metallic edge. Waiting too long causes the opposite problem. Old beans lose aroma and taste thin. Fresh bread pulled from the oven, compared to bread left open for days, explains the difference well. Both fill the stomach, yet only one feels alive. The next rule focuses on matching the roast to the brewing method. Light roasts stay dense and firm. Hotter water and finer grinds help draw out bright, fruit-forward flavors. Dark roasts behave differently. Cracks formed during roasting make extraction easier. Slightly cooler water keeps bitterness in check and protects smoothness. Many people blame their brewer when the real issue comes from treating all roasts the same way. Exact temperatures and grind sizes will come later. Whole beans form the final rule, and this one allows no shortcuts. Grinding coffee exposes more surface area to air. Aroma fades quickly once that happens. Within 15 minutes, much of the scent that defines flavor disappears. Blade grinders chop unevenly, creating dust and chunks together. Burr grinders crush evenly and protect taste. Anyone hoping to notice the differences shown here needs to grind fresh. Results depend on this step more than most expect. With these rules in place, the rest of the guide begins to click. When freshness, roast type, and grinding method line up, coffee finally gets a fair chance to shine. Lavazza Super Crema earns its place for one clear reason: it works. Decades of consistency show in how steady it tastes from bag to bag. The blend pairs Arabica for smoothness with Robusta for strength and structure. That Robusta helps create thick crema, even on entry-level espresso machines that struggle with pressure. The flavor feels warm and familiar, with notes of roasted hazelnut and light brown sugar. Nothing feels sharp, which makes it ideal for espresso beginners. Brew near 195 degrees Fahrenheit. Hotter water pulls bitterness forward and hides sweetness. San Francisco Bay Fogchaser takes a calmer approach. This coffee focuses on comfort and balance rather than punch. The medium dark roast stays smooth from first sip to last. Built for drip coffee, it blends beans from Central and South America into a steady, even cup. No harsh bite appears at the finish, and no single flavor dominates. This coffee suits weekday mornings when attention drifts toward emails instead of tasting notes. The compostable packaging fits modern priorities without asking the drinker to give up flavor. That steady comfort fades once strength enters the picture. Death Wish coffee carries a reputation that makes some people hesitate, yet the taste surprises most newcomers. The caffeine level runs high, but the flavor avoids the burnt edge common in strong blends. Slow roasting keeps acidity low and allows deeper notes to show. Dark chocolate arrives first, followed by a light hint of cherry that lingers. A coarser grind works best, since fine grounds push the brew toward muddiness. This coffee fits mornings when energy matters, but bitterness does not. Pete's Coffee Major Dickinson's blend approaches strength from another angle. The blend began with a loyal customer asking for something bold yet refined, and that balance still defines it. The body feels full and grounded, which makes it ideal for milk-based drinks. Cream softens many coffees too much, but this one holds its ground. Flavor remains present, even after dairy enters the cup. Morning lattes benefit most since the coffee still tastes like coffee at the end. Strength does not always come from darkness alone. Illy Classico Whole Beans centers on control and consistency. The blend uses only Arabica beans and arrives in a pressurized tin that protects aroma longer than standard bags. That packaging explains why cafes trust it worldwide. The taste stays clean, with no bitterness lingering. Espresso extraction works best between 25 and 30 seconds. Shots that rush through signal the need for a finer grind. When dialed in, the finish feels complete on its own. Kicking Horse Cliffhanger Espresso steps away from tradition and moves toward brighter ground. The medium roast allows fruit-forward notes to stay present. Compared to classic Italian styles, it feels lighter and more expressive. Organic and fair trade sourcing adds reassurance without changing the taste. Americanos highlight this bean well since added water opens subtle floral notes hidden in straight shots. At this point, technique fades and origin takes the lead. Volcanica Ethiopian Yirgacheffe shows what single origin truly means. All beans come from one region, and that place shapes every sip. Ethiopia, often called the birthplace of coffee, produces beans unlike any other. This coffee tastes closer to blueberries and lemon zest than traditional roast flavors. Light jasmine-like notes rise with pour-over methods. Espresso does not suit this bean. Chemex or AeroPress brewing allows its lighter character to shine. Volcanica Tanzanian Peaberry tells a quieter story but leaves a strong impression. Peaberries form when a cherry grows one round bean instead of two flat ones. That shape allows even roasting and deeper development. The result carries a bright, wine-like acidity that feels clean. Drinking it black makes the most sense since sugar dulls its clarity. Some drinkers chase adventure, others want a balance that works everywhere. Stumptown Holler Mountain lives between those worlds. As a staple of the craft coffee movement, it delivers consistency without feeling dull. Certified organic beans create a cup that balances light and dark qualities. The body feels syrupy, with caramel sweetness and soft fruit notes. A slightly coarser grind helps preserve sweetness during brewing. This coffee adapts well to different machines and methods. Late evenings call for a different answer. Kicking Horse Decaf proves that removing caffeine does not remove character. The Swiss water process uses water instead of chemicals, which keeps flavor intact. The dark roast still tastes deep and full, offering warmth without stimulation. This coffee suits night owls and anyone sensitive to caffeine who still wants a proper cup. Before choosing any of these beans, storage deserves attention. Refrigerators introduce moisture, and moisture ruins coffee fast. Airtight containers kept in cool, dark cupboards protect flavor far better. Oxygen, light, heat, and moisture remain the four enemies to avoid. Each coffee on this list serves a different purpose. Some fit busy mornings, others suit careful weekends, and a few exist for nights when sleep matters more than energy. Trends change, but taste stays personal. Good coffee begins with the right bean and ends with proper brewing. Fresh links wait below for those ready to explore. Share your preference in the comments, dark roast or light roast, and we will meet again in the next cup.